The leaders will travel to the sister isle of Nevis for the day-long caucus, where sensitive and perhaps contentious issues will be discussed and decisions taken. At the end of their deliberations, they will return to Basseterre to continue their 50th regular summit. Among the leaders is the Prime Minister of Haiti, Alex Didier-Fils-Ami, who is hoping that presidential elections last held in his country in 2016 will now take place by the end of this year.
For the past 6-7 months, we have been making some serious inroads into the gang areas. We are recuperating parts of Port-au-Prince, parts that were in gang controls are now back into the police and the state control. We are moving forward. We just had an important milestone, which I think is something that people didn't think could happen. We had most political parties, especially the major ones, sign an accord for the stability and to assure that we're all going to the elections together.
Will you come here to the CARICOM meeting? What message are you therefore bringing with regards to the elections?
The message is we are heading to the elections. We have found an agreement between Haitians and we have decided that we are moving forward. Elections will be held as soon as we get all the security wins necessary.
But that doesn't be, for example, if I may say, next month, 6 months from now?
We're expecting by the end of the year, we will be ready to host the first round of the elections.
The United States has openly come out in support of you. Do you think that is sufficient enough for the security situation in your country?
The support of the American community, and for that, a matter of fact, is the support from the whole international community. The EU has done the same, Canada has done the same. I understand that those countries understand that the work that we're doing, and they see that it's bringing stability into Haiti. And the second part of the stability is going to come from the pact that we just signed with most political parties. We have over 200 political parties, civil society, private sector, that did sign with the government an accord that we will fight for security together and we will go to the election by the end of the year. And the conduct of elections within CARICOM has been raised by the Trinidad and Tobago Prime Minister, Kamla Persad-Bissessar, who at the opening ceremony of the CARICOM summit lamented the involvement of political parties from other countries being involved in the domestic campaigning of others.
CARICOM as an organization should not be misused by anyone to benefit or protect political parties and friends affiliated with the incumbent government. CARICOM governments and their political parties who actively involve themselves in the domestic and political affairs of member states to assist sister or brother parties cannot then expect that when we come together that we must hug up each other. When in the last election gone, you sent your missives, you sent your people from your party to openly campaign against another political party. I'm sorry I have to share this, but it hurt me a lot when I saw what transpired within the last set of elections in the CARICOM. So CARICOM governments, if we are to hug up each other and cooperate, it cannot be that last week you sent your person down to St. Vincent or to Jamaica or to wherever, or to Guyana. You sent your political persons, not technocrats. You sent them down to campaign. I don't think that is right, because today I will have to face you. We are not red and we are not yellow, we are not blue, we are not green. We are all CARICOM persons, and we must give that respect to every single one. And no leader here sitting would want another CARICOM head of state to send people to campaign in your domain. That should never happen. So that has led to what I say, unneeded factional divisions and private conflicts between regional leaders and political parties.
But Dominica's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt begs to disagree.
I mean, that's the Prime Minister's view. As I said, I'm not in a position to argue with anybody on their particular personal view. But the issue of sister parties working together is a long historical stuff. You go to Errol Barrow and Forbes Burnham and Eric Williams, and you go back and, you know, they're sister parties, they're parties that are engaging. In Dominica, they're parties that involve themselves in our elections. We say it, we don't say anything. That's fine. If you want to support in whatever we can, that's fine. But that does not change the view. I have been a long-standing friend and colleague of Prime Minister Gonzalez, Dr. Gonzalez, but I will work very well with Prime Minister Friday. He's the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and Grenadines. And I think we have to have the maturity to rise above, you know, some local politics and recognize that we're on the international stage. And when we're on the international stage, then the little domestic politics, or somebody might say something to you or do something to you that you may not have liked. That it's like somebody who votes for you. So are we saying that we're going to disenfranchise or malign people who didn't vote for us in the national elections because they voted against us? No. At the end of the day, we represent everybody, and we have to appreciate that. That I am not aware of any political party in the Caribbean, none, that has not involved itself in supporting a political party in another country. None. In recent times, in past times, and certainly in future times. There's no political party in the Caribbean, from Jamaica all the way down, that has not provided support to one political party or the other in another country. There's not. And he who is of no sin must cast the first stone. And I don't think anybody can cast a stone in the Caribbean when it comes to that particular matter.
The CARICOM summit will wrap up on Friday, with the regional population awaiting the outcome of the 4 days of deliberation.